Hello YouTube. It is a day of great excitement. A day not seen in 6 years. For the debts have been paid and the tax return has come in, and it is time to build a new computer. I got the Intel i5 12th gen, the i5 12400F, because I'm still not made of money and I needed a cheap CPU that can start the computer going. I'll get a better CPU later, but still that's way better than the i5 6600K I have right now. We're going from 4 threads to 12 threads. Yeah, big difference. And for motherboard, we have the MSI Pro Series Z690A DDR4. Now, I got the DDR4 version because I already have 48 gigs of RAM in my old computer and I don't want to spend money on new RAM. Like I said, I'm not made of money. Why is the box all beat up? Well, where are my glasses? Why is there a big scratch on my face? Why do my legs hurt like crazy? These are all good questions and I don't want to answer any of them. So that being said, hopefully it works still. Otherwise this is going to be a much less happy video than I anticipated. You're not my therapist. Leave me alone. And we shall build the computer. First I'm going to make some space. I was very lucky to find this absolute beast of a computer case in the garbage near my house not long ago. It's got a 4th gen Intel motherboard and an EVGA 600. Wow, that's nice. I have a Seasonic in my previous computer that we will use instead of the EVGA 600. Hopefully I have all the wires required for it. Look at this fans. Wow. That's beautiful. This is Trooper, something Trooper. Let's say, what is that? It has a hot slot SSD bay. Interesting. It feels like it opens. Nothing of interest in there. Could be something there, but not right now there isn't. I believe it's a Cooler Master brand case, a Cooler Master Trooper. It's got a giant fan here. Wow, you gotta see all the fans. The motherboard in it is an absolute beast as well, if only that it was a little newer. So we have 2 120mm fans here. This is definitely a 120, and this is a 240. And it has air filters. Wow. And the feet rotate so you can adjust it for the flooring. This is an epic and beautiful case. All right, time to get to work. Let's remove the old stuff and put in some of the new stuff and some of the medium to not that old stuff. You know what I see there? I see some bent pins. That is a rat's nest of wires. Oh my goodness. Power supply has a cut wire to begin with. There's several cut wires. The fan wires are cut. I don't have money to replace fans. This big fan here is cut, and something going in there is also cut. Not sure what it is for. Someone has been unhappy or something with this computer. I don't know. This is a rat's nest. It's going to be something else to figure out. Multiple fan headers, wires converting from one thing to another thing. I should hook this up to the power supply first and then figure out, because I do have a power supply tester. I'll test how the fans are running before I hook up the whole rest of the computer. Well, since someone has cut the wires on the old power supply, it's not really safe to use it for anything computer related, so we'll have to pull the good power supply out of my other computer in order to do any testing. So for now, I'm going to take this off the table and start on that. I've got my headlamp now because I am blind without my glasses. And the headlamp helps a lot. A little bit dirty, just a little bit. It's a fully modular Seasonic, which in some ways is a really bad thing because I don't know if my ex kept those wires or not, or if I have them upstairs somewhere. So I'm gonna have to go and look for my Seasonic wires and hope that I have them. I believe I have enough wires for the new computer, but I don't know for sure. This is a Seasonic 850 fully modular SSR 850 GD Active PFC F3 Prime GX850. And that was a mouthful. Here's the power supply tester. came with the power supply. So the unforeseen downside of buying a fully modular power supply is that when you break up with your partner and you keep all the cables, you're kind of screwed. I could not find any of the modular cable. This is, where's the fan cable? Here is power for the fan. Have a modular cable that will fit that. I do not. Not at all. I have an 850 watt power supply with no cables other than the motherboard cables. I'm gonna go double check again. Alright, so it could be worse. I don't have any cords to hook up the regular cord thing to the... I don't have any cords to hook this up. However, most of the fans use regular fan headers and will be able to go right onto the motherboard, and I have all the motherboard cables, so that's not going to be a problem. So it definitely could be worse. I'm sure they sell replacements, but that requires money and waiting, and I'm not willing to do either of those things right now. Well, 3 of the screws match up with the case, that's good enough for me. Could pull air at the bottom of the case, but I don't really want to do that. We'll see if this airflow method is a bad idea or not. So that's fed through there. Now, I guess we're gonna do the motherboard and see how and where that goes. Oh, the shiny. Please don't be broken. And now for the kind of scary part, putting the CPU in.
Is it delicate?
The CPU is not delicate, however, the motherboard is. It's shiny.
Ooh, very shiny.
I don't know what I think about the stuff that came with it.
Thoughts?
I wouldn't choose to buy it, but it's not that.
Alright, well, then none of the rest of it. Better in you than down the sink.
Now for the scary part. Okay, the cover is removed.
Sounds like you're doing surgery over there.
Oh, look at the thing. See those?
Oh, yeah.
They cannot be touched or bent.
All of those little pins, eh?
Yep. And this has to be put on top of it. Top comment. Very strange music choice. Me thinking, well, it is MSI. Do you know anything about the MSI brand? Babes in leather aesthetic. In the sports car style.
Oh, so they have kind of like showrooms almost.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay, MSI. Whatever you say. Believe it or not, it is very difficult to look at a YouTube video with a headlamp on. Don't like. Do not like. It's not really that inappropriate of music, of a song, being scared and all this stuff when we're talking about an expensive motherboard.
Are you going to be able to run prices on it after?
Oh, definitely. I think it's in.
Perfect.
Wow.
What's up?
The fan. Okay. Next thing is video card. Oh boy, video card is also very dirty. Much better. It's actually be a better idea to put the M.2 in before. So my screwdriver does not fit. I need a smaller one. Much better. Should have been using this screwdriver all along. It's magnetic. Interesting. Well, one M.2 slot is anyway way cooler than the other one. Does this screw even fit in there? No. That's weird. Whatever. Why does it come with M.2 screws that don't fit in the M.2 screw hole? Now I can put the video card in. The last thing we need is to figure out the front header, power, and stuff. Don't worry about these fans later. Our hard drive LED, power switch, that's the most important one. And where does the power switch go? And USB, USB, this is the infamous J rainbows. I think the book tells you. I think it came with it. Okay, so JFP1. JFP1. I think we have enough things hooked to it to try it out and see if it works. I guess this is moment of truth time. Fans are running. We have a red light, white white light, no lights, there are no beeping noises. I don't know if it even has a beeper. Graphics card fan is running. Pump fans are running. Pump is running and regular fan is running. So far nothing is happening. Make sure the TV is on the correct input. TV is not on the correct input. It's working. It's working just fine. The TV was on the wrong input. Boot up to Ubuntu. What's there even Ubuntu on here? I thought I deleted that partition. There appears to be nothing wrong with it. Well, that's good. Alright, so since everything seems to work fine, it's time to finish assembling it. We have front panel USB, front panel regular USB, front panel SATA. I don't think the front panel SATA has a power cord though. That's probably not going to work. Front panel audio, reset switch, hard drive LED, USB. Oh dear, there went a screw. Front USB, regular USB. And we have front audio. What else do we have here? Power to plug for, SATA we don't have a plug for. Reset switch. Wrong paper. I'm sitting on the paper. It's definitely the wrong paper. How did I lose the paper? This was the correct paper all along. Okay, so this is reset switch. Reset switch goes right here. Next we have no labels. Hard drive LED. Hard drive LED. Don't see any loose wires. Maybe that's the one that was cut. There is a cut wire there. Luckily it's not any of the important ones. So these fans have wires. Can definitely make this fan go for sure. That is, if it reaches, it is not going to reach any because I can reroute it completely. There's no nearby headers for fans. Closest fan header is way up there. No nearby fan header. It's not like it has anything in it that gets hot. It's a 65 watt CPU and a 75 watt graphics card. The most you got in there is the 48 gigs of RAM and the 2 SSDs. For now, most of the fans will not be connected. That can be a project for another. Look at that, it's got a window on it. I've never had a computer with a window. Alright, it's done. Time to take it upstairs and figure out how well it works. Have some fun figuring all that out. This came from Canada Computers. It has a sticker that says Canada Computers is not responsible for missing components if the label is tampered. That's funny. I just bought the motherboard and CPU from Canada Computers, and that cooler came from Canada Computers many years ago. Well, there was a chance that this video was going to be very depressing and sad. That didn't happen. I'm very happy. I'm going to take it upstairs and try it out. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see how good it is at editing video. It's going to be hard. Well, I've got to figure out how what the Windows is going to take of those, because Windows just got a new CPU and new CPU and motherboard, and there's going to be drivers to deal with.